Next is Honorable Member for Nkhatabay South. You have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Indeed, I do appreciate that you have recognized the people of Nkhatabay South constituency, whom I represent in this august house. May I thank God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that I'm in this house today. Madam Speaker, allow me to deeply express my heartfelt gratitude to the people of Nkhatabay South constituency for casting their vote for me to represent them in this house for the first time after several attempts. Madam Speaker, in actual fact, I was a master planner to move late Professor Bingwa Mutaliga from residing in Mtuntama State Lodge and occupy the new State House, which according to the previous leaders, turned it into Parliament, which is why I'm very proud to be in this house today with you guys. May the souls of Dr. Hastings Kamuzubanda and Professor Bingwa Mutaliga rest in eternal peace. Madam Speaker, Haruki Murakami once said, and I quote, "And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person you walked in." This is what the political parliamentary seat storm is all about. End of quote. That notwithstanding, Madam Speaker, allow me to sincerely salute an eloquent, charismatic leader of Malawi Congress Party, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, for his impartial leadership, a style that has seen me in this house and have benefited from his leadership style. I thank him indeed. Dr. Lazi, I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for your excellent guidance and direction as I was campaigning in my constituency. I want to assure you, sir, not to despair. Within 24 days of court proceedings, God will turn tables. Read Genesis 1, verse 1 to 4, where God saw the world void and full of darkness, and he commanded, let there be light, and indeed light came. Soon light is coming. I urge my colleagues on the other side not to celebrate loudly, for soon they will regret bitterly. They will regret bitterly. Madam Speaker, nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. Allow me, therefore, to express my sincere gratitude to the people of Nkhatabay South once again, the chiefs, business community, political and religious leaders, farmers, for their support they rendered to me during the campaign period. I am indeed indebted to them all, and hereby assure them of impartial developments throughout the constituency, and that I will reach out to all those that voted for me, as well as all those that did not vote for me. We should together forget about the past and forge ahead as one family, and ask my predecessor not to despair. Since politics is dynamic, we will need one another as a daughter of the same constituency, and wish her success as she is probing other avenues. for all those who voted for me, and for all those who did not vote for me. There are no words big enough. There is no hug strong enough. There is no smile wide enough. All what I can offer is great thank you for employing me to lead the people of Nkhatabay South constituency as we will be searching for developments to come in our constituency. You are my heroes. You are in my thoughts. You are in my prayers. What you have done to me is historical. Madam Speaker, one wonders when our fellow friends of Parliament in this August House are singing songs of praise that abundant developments have reached their constituencies and have been promised even more. Yet we in the North are singing songs of displeasure, looking at the leadership as authoritarian regime, personal and oppressive. We, the people from the North, are looked down upon or less power to make us shut up, and we are ignored.
On a point of order.
We are seen
Honorable
as
Chief Whip, the Honorable Member from Nkhatabay South is speaking for the first time, so he cannot be interrupted.
But he is misleading, madam.
We feel
He cannot be interrupted according to our own standing
He
orders.
is misleading the nation.
we feel
Please
that
proceed,
political
Honorable Nkhatabay South.
interpretation that has affirmed the system hierarchically arranged as superiors and inferiors. The government deliberately causes gross imbalance in allocation of resources in this country, and that is disintegrating Malawians. Hence, citizens from the North once opted for a federal government. Such a partial administration approaches must come to a halt. And now, not tomorrow, but now, we Malawians must enjoy working together as one. We want equitable distribution of wealth in this country if we are to bring disintegrating Malawi back together. Madam Speaker, are you aware that in our constituency in Nkhatabay South, we have no government secondary school? Are you aware that since 1958, people of Nkhatabay South have never tasted piped water? Are you aware that we do not have a community stadium? Are you aware that we have no business community center which could boost tourism and research activities? Our schools is in dilapidated state. No new model schools have been built since 1964. There are no new schools blocks except for those that have been built that have been built by a certain volunteer by the name of Ora. Our bridges are single-lane bridges, and that's the only part of the country that has single-lane bridges in the country.
Very unfortunate.
It's very, very unfortunate. We have a single-lane bridge at Kapesa, which is a debt trap. It's a debt trap. And I asked the government to remove it and replace it with the double-lane bridges so that we save lives. Our chiefs, T.A. Malenga-Mzoma, T.A. Zirakoma, live in a very sorry state houses. Yet they are colleagues in many constituencies. Government has built them houses. Is this fair?
No.
Yet I'm the one who formed the DPP with my late Bingwa Mutalika, and have benefited nothing in my constituency. I have benefited, I repeat, I'm the one who formed the DPP with Dr. Bingwa Mutalika, yet I have never benefited anything in my constituency. I feel ashamed, honorable members of the House. Please, bring development in Nkhatabay South.
Order, honorable members on my right. Order, please. Order, Minister, order, please, order.
Nkhatabay South is the richest in history of Malawi. Someone else wanted to make it Barrett, but they will not manage.
Sure.
This time is another time.
Yeah.
Madam Speaker, you may wonder why I'm saying this. Are you aware that the first Bible in Malawi landed in Nkhatabay, south, at Bandawe, and then the chief was Sub-Chief Chiweyo? Are you aware, Madam Speaker, that the first church in Malawi was built in Bandawe? Are you aware, Madam Speaker, that Christianity spread from Nkhatabay to Livingstonia, then to Mvera, then to Blantyre? Are you aware of that? Are you aware, Madam, that Madam Speaker, the first school, the first school started in Bandawe and spread to Livingstonia, and then to Mvera, and then to Blantyre? Madam Speaker, are you aware that Yurua Chirwa, the president of Native Association 1912, came from the same Bandawe?
Wow.
Are you aware, Madam, that Esaya Terenje Mwari, president of Nyasa Native Association 1920, came also from the same Nkhatabay West?
Great history.
The first CCAP ordained reverend in Malawi, Clement Kadali Chirwa, who was also the first unionist in Malawi, came from Chifira, the same area. Manoa Chirwa, the federal member of parliament, first federal member of parliament, 1953, came from the same area. TTD Banda, president of General African Congress, from 1956 to 1958, came from the same area. Alexander Mwamba, the first African church elder and Nyasaland MP in 1949, came from the same area. Elliot Kamwana Chirwa, from 1908 to 1935, who also was jailed for 27 years by Nyasaland Protectorate, came from the same area. Otton Chirwa, who in 1958 handed over power to MCP.
How about independence?
To Kamuzu Banda, also came from the same area. What about the Mtalika families? They came from the same area. I don't want to mention about Dr. Kamuzu Banda, Aleke Banda, Kenneth Kaunda, Sada, and all heroes have their roots from the same area. Do you know that the foundation stone put by Dr. Livingstone is still there in Nkhatabay at Bandawe? Do you know that the first Secretary General, founder of DBP, the first MCP only member of parliament since my departure, Dr. Kenneth Zikhale also comes from the same area? Yet Bandawe, up to Mfundi, has no pipe to water. No pipe to water since 1958. Our villages, except a small trading center called Nkhatabay, that's where we go to see, when we want to see electricity, we go to Nkhatabay. We need a visionary leader. A leader that is a servant to help us, bring pipe water across the villages from Bandawe to Mfundi, turn Bandawe into historical and protected area, and give us a Remembrance Day.
But for Nkhatabay South, you have 2 minutes. I gave you 15 minutes because it was your maiden speech. So you have 2 minutes to wind up, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Remove the single-lane bridge at Kapesa and other places within the constituency which have turned into death traps. We need a technical school. We need a community school. We need TA Malenga Mzoma's house. We also demand TA Zirakoma's house as soon as possible. We also need teachers' houses, and this is the most Bandawe of Bandawe, Kawiya, Makumbuli, Tende, Chifira, Kande, Kaloa, Kachere, Mazembe, Mfundi. Teachers' houses must be built, and we want them now. We also need ambulances to save the lives of women who want to deliver. It takes time for them to move from Kande or Kachere to Nkhatabay. We need 2 ambulances at Kande. We need ambulance at Kande and Kachere. We also need a ship along the leg to replace the old ones. Prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
Sustainable development, somebody said, Ban Ki-moon once said, sustainable development is the pathway to the future we want for all. All is for others a framework to generate economic growth, achieve social justice, exercise environmental stewardship, and strengthen governance, end of quote. Finally, allow me to congratulate you, madam. I'm congratulating you again for being the first speaker. We are proud of you. You came to campaign in my constituency, and my people say, thank you, madam, for making it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I rest
Thank
my
you
case.
very much, Honorable Member for Nkhatabay South.